Holy shit. Uh, Twitch tells me there's only one of you so far, and that's cool because I've been live. Well, 5.5 minutes. I've been on screen for what, 8 seconds? But who do we have so far? Anyone I know? I have a feeling that I probably do. Okay. So, John Doctor Strange saw Multiverse of Madness on Saturday. That is only, hey JC, yes, we are drawing Doctor Strange. And hello. I saw Multiverse of Madness. Only a drop in the pond of the madness that has been the last few days. But I enjoyed the movie. I will not spoil, but we're gonna draw Strange. How are you doing, JC? I mean, so far so good. I'll tell you more next week. It was a hellish class because there's a lot of them, and there's also a lot of foundation students, and we haven't had this many people crammed in that room at the same time. And when we're trying to pair everybody up, it was just fucking madness in that room. But things will be more mellow next week, and but I think it was a bit overwhelming for everybody. Anyway. A couple. There was more artists and writers, but not that many more. And then two of the writers paired up to do one together, so that lopsided it even more. But whatever, it's cool. Yes, for the class, yeah, the collab. Wait, let's center him more. I have a fairly solid idea of what I'm gonna do here. I'm not really planning a particularly simple drawing, because he's Doctor Strange and we want to get weird, right? But I am hoping this isn't gonna be a super long stream tonight, because I'm running on fumes and I'm horribly sleep deprived. And you're probably thinking, Dylan, you're always horribly sleep deprived and your natural state is exhausted, and you're right. But this is a whole new level, because the last few days have been bonkers. I was at a wedding last night, guys, and then I drove back into New West and hopped on a train to downtown an hour after getting back from Agassiz, which is an hour and a half, 2 hour drive. Yes. Yeah, so you're even more lopsided in your class, Chantal. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the kilt. I imagine I will be tagged in quite a few more pictures over the next few days or a week. I was a groomsman. So Friday was the bachelor party, which was here at my place. Didn't sleep enough that night, which is standard for a bachelor party night, I think. Saturday saw Multiverse of Madness. Sunday drove up to Agassiz for a rehearsal dinner and all that kind of stuff. Monday was the The wedding, you might be thinking, why the hell would you have a wedding on Monday? Good question, but it's COVID related because it got canceled from last year and stuff happened as happens with COVID. Yeah, pretty much. It was a really nice lodge. Oh wait, do you mean the kilt? Was the kilt comfortable? The kilt was not bad. Yeah, it was fine. Was wearing that for most of the day yesterday. Unfortunately, couldn't drink the entire weekend. I probably, under normal circumstances, would have been in a near constant state of inebriation for the last couple days. Um, but my chest pain issues that I've kind of talked about on here before, I had to cancel a couple streams because of it before, kicked up a bit on the weekend, and not super bad, not like debilitating, but enough that it made me not want to drink, because that can be that can make it worse. I don't want to play it safe for the sake of my health and for the sake of the wedding. So I still would rather not talk spoilers anyway, JC, because other people maybe haven't seen it. Oh, see, I didn't even notice Chantel's comment, but yeah. Yeah, I was up in, the wedding was up in Agassiz, in this kind of lodge. Very nice place. But definitely a bit hectic, as weddings tend to be. This is now my second time as a groomsman. I'm going a little bit more cartoony with this than I envisioned, but I'm kind of digging it. So I have two references off to the side, one just for his costume and face, and one for the meditation pose, but I'm going to take it several steps beyond this pose that you are currently seeing. That's a little surprising, I guess, JC. But in fairness, I don't know that I know I went to a wedding when I was 2. I have no memory of it, but my mom has reminded me on occasion, because she apparently like made me a little tiny suit. One of the only times in my life that I've worn a suit. And went to friend's dad's wedding when I was a teenager, and then that same friend's own wedding, I was a groomsman in that one as well. We had another wedding in October, just this past October, from a friend Sean. Hey Sean. Yeah, I don't think it's a freak thing or anything. Your mom's just a surprise? Like she walked into a room and someone was like, "Surprised, you're getting married?" I didn't know that was a thing. Seems a little presumptuous, honestly. So there's people that do these really elaborate proposals, like public proposals. I personally think that's a major dick move. And if I ever proposed to somebody like that, I would spend the rest of assuming she said yes, I would spend the rest of my life wondering if she would have done that if not for how bad it would look to reject me in front of everybody. So, I would not do a surprise wedding or of such. You've told me, JC. I believe you, JC. And I appreciate the excitement. Here, I'll tell you another reason why I'm so tired. So in addition to just being like an active few days and late nights and stuff, I shared a room with Mike. And you guys don't know Mike personally. He has on occasion come into the stream, and I've talked to him, so you may or may not have met him virtually. I don't know, and I'm gonna completely throw him under the bus. Worst person to share a room with. Holy shit, Mike. I doubt he's watching it right now, but so night one, Sunday night. Snores like a motherfucker. Like, holy shit, the snoring. And also the farting. At least once every half hour, I feel like. And super, super loud. So, there was a lot of that. Then night two. Oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So then, around. So that was bad enough. At like 3:30 in the morning, he wakes up, gets fully dressed, goes outside to smoke a joint, and watch Bob's Burgers on his phone. And like that was disruptive, and that was also kind of waking me up and everything as well. But I'm like, okay, well, he's out now. He's gonna be a little quiet. I get a break from the snoring and the farting. But then he comes back in like hour later, and starts like rummaging through what I later found out it was like a plastic bag, the store-bought popcorn he was going through. And just munching on that, so just constantly crinkling for like 20 minutes before I finally was just like, dude, what the fuck? And then he like mellowed out for a little bit. And then last night I thought, okay, I'm so tired that even if you're farting and snoring just as much as you were before, I'll probably still sleep. And I did. I fell asleep and I slept soundly for about 4 hours, and then motherfucker wakes up at 6:30, gets up, not even 6, gets up, showers, makes coffee. And by the way, if you need coffee, you shouldn't be waking up at 6. And then starts packing up all the shit because we had to go that day, and so that woke me up. So that was fun time. So yeah, so the year and a half of my life that I probably lost due to the sleep deprivation over the last 72 hours, I blame you, Mike. I blame you hard. But it's given me this story to tell, so there's that at least. Okay, now I got my base thing now. I want to do this. So a little more girth in the cape, so kind of rough in where I want the cape to be. I wouldn't have the heart to kick him out, JC, but I like where your head's at. Action. But wait, there's more. Actually, wait, how should I be? Maybe I shouldn't be building it up like that. I have plans, the cape's getting in the way. Damn it. By the way, there were s'mores at the wedding. How cool is that? Have you ever had a s'more, JC? Do it this way. Are you happy now, Cape? We're doing it this way. I don't know, man. You surprise me sometimes. It's true. Even the drawing of the cape has a mind of its own. Yeah. Alright. So do you mean next term? Wow. Sounds like a hostile takeover, but... Thanks for the follow, Shino Pino? Shino Pino? Welcome. I know you guys are thinking, wow, Doctor Strange with multiple arms. How do you come up with these ideas, Dylan? Well, it's a skill, guys. I get it. I mean, more than just a hat rack, my friends. There will always be space for Foundation on this stream, Chantel. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Mandala casting. Okay. Do this. Yeah. I mean, that shit happens though, right? I feel like Marvel does listen to their fans. They don't always take the notes, but they do listen. I had Sherlock on my watch list for the longest time, and they dropped it from Netflix, and that makes me sad. Headbang through the sleep deprivation. hand's a little fucked, whatever. It's on Prime. I'll try to bear that in mind. That makes it a little bit more helpful. I don't officially have Prime, but I may or may not have a friend's password. Also, how are you, Shane Opino? Welcome to our stream. What brought you to the stream? Are you an artist yourself? Do you just like Doctor Strange? Have you or anyone you know seen a spook, specter, or ghost? It shall be done. And with that, I'm going to assume that you are a Benedict fan. And maybe that's what brought you here. Oh, hey, Shayna! Well, then, hello. There's another foundation for you, JC. They're growing in numbers every day. Shayna's a foundation grad, went to film for a bit, and is now returned for concept art. Going all the way back to FD69. I think Shayna might be the biggest veteran of all three of you guys, or the three that are in the chat anyway. Weird hand positions, but I think I'll still take them. Seems like you might have made a decision here though, Shayna, because I noticed you've been posting more and more art over the last bit. So to find out that that's your... In fact, weren't you selling some art as well? Am I remembering that? I think I saw that, right? Yeah, I'm kind of digging the spider. I might tone him down a bit when I ink, but it seems kind of appropriate. Benedict's a lanky guy. Especially when you look at how exaggerated and cartoony his face is here. Crystal methody. Oops. Oh, selling stickers and stuff. Okay. So you're hopping out then, Shayna. That's cool. Thanks for coming by. Don't be a stranger. And thank you. Post the finished inked version tomorrow. Hey, Billy. Where did Shayna say 69 was part of her? Oh, FD 69. All right. So there's phase 1. We're gonna do a little bit more with this, but I might ink what I have first. So let's do that, and we'll throw some more stuff in there. We do need to get strange with it after all, right? How you doing, Billy? Was the groan for the 69 thing? Actually, Billy's from FD68, so he now, even if Shayna was still with us, he would actually still be the biggest veteran. But he wasn't with us a few minutes ago, so. Okay. What burger place? Oh, was that? I forgot we had Johnny Rockets here. I think I've been to one once. I'm very into the retro shit, so I love the motif, but I don't remember the food anyway at all. Any of you guys ever been to Burger Heaven in New West? Yeah, that's always handy. Burger Heaven in New West is well famous for its many burger options and such. Especially one called the Mile High Burger, which has, I don't know, like 6 patties or something. It's like this tall and you get it. I think it's like $60 or something, maybe even more than that. But you get a picture on the wall if you get it. And I'm hearing mixed reports about whether or not it's actually closing or not. But there was a report that it was going to be closing because of like rezoning in the area or something. So me and a friend went there recently as a potential farewell to it. And I got the Insanity Burger, which is a burger between 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. It's like instead of the bun, you have 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. It was very good. best described as insane. So it's an aptly titled burger. Bad as in not tasting good, or bad as in like it had gone off and made you sick and stuff, Billy? That would suck. Very much suck. Oh yeah. I got food poisoning in Mexico. Not this recent trip, but years ago when I was there. And I'm pretty sure that was from an undercooked burger. It ain't fun. Do not recommend. Somebody say something that Doctor Strange would say. One of his weird, fuck, I messed up that line. One of his weird, calls. I can't think of a single one of them, but I know he shouts out a lot of them. Maybe more in the comic than the movies, though, thinking about it. I like in No Way Home. Not much. I think I read a few comics, like other characters' comics, like Spider-Man or somebody that he guest starred in. And he was in a handful of episodes of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. But I don't know that I ever read a Doctor Strange comic. I'm interested to, though. I've heard some good things about some relatively recent Doctor Strange runs, in fact. Have you, Billy? Not a favorite Chantel, but do you dislike him, or just wouldn't be your go-to? And are we talking the movie, comics, or both? I can actually appreciate why some people wouldn't like him as a character. Um, because there's a certain arrogance to him and stuff, and I get that. But I think that he lends the reader or viewer to some pretty cool possibilities because of his abilities and the types of characters he fights and interacts with and stuff. Yeah, very much. Hey, Centane. Yeah, there was one that Kelsey was telling me about actually, a recent one where it's like there's like I think it's essentially a serial killer that's killing everybody in the world that uses magic. Starts picking them off, and I might be thinking of two different runs here actually. And there was like a bar in it with no doors, so only people with magic ability can find their way into it. And it just sounded like it was a really creative, cool comic. Gotcha. In the movies, he's kind of quippy, but I think that's a movie thing. I don't think he's that quippy in the comics. In the movies, he's not as quippy, obviously, compared to like Iron Man or Spider Man. But hello, still haven't watched that. It is on my list though, since it is a Disney Plus thing. It will surely find my viewership. Is that one of the ones I was referring to, or no? I haven't read. I don't think I've ever read anything Hawkeye related. Although I've heard that Matt Fraction run was really good. I really liked it, Centene. I think the biggest issue I would say with it, though, the one flaw, no spoilers, don't worry. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, I don't think it's a perfect movie, but I think it's a really entertaining movie. And I love the batshit craziness of it. I think the one major flaw that I would put on it, though, is I think it's a I feel sorry for anybody watching it who hasn't seen WandaVision. I'll say that. And as a Marvel fan, it's not like a huge thing because I've seen WandaVision, but I think that that is definitely a fundamental flaw of the movie because I don't think there should be required viewing to enjoy a movie. I think you can reward people for being a fan and recognizing this, that, and the other thing, but I don't think that you should be essentially punishing them for not following something. And I don't know that it's a huge ask to expect that people would have watched the first Doctor Strange before they watch the second Doctor Strange, but WandaVision's a 9-episode TV show that's not even about Doctor Strange, so I feel like they might be shooting themselves in the foot a little bit in that regard. But I enjoyed the shit out of watching it. Have you seen it yet, Centane? Also, by the way, Centane, I don't think I've talked to you yet since then, but I also saw Everything Everywhere All at Once, and also really loved that. I love Jamie Lee Curtis, but she was kind of giving Doctor Strange a hard time on Instagram a few days ago because they're both multiverse related movies and kind of just shitting on Doctor Strange, I thought, completely needlessly. We can like both, Jamie. I'm an example of that. I love you, Jamie, but no, it plays very heavily into Doctor Strange, into Multiverse of Madness. I won't say like you could probably follow it, without having seen it, but without WandaVision, the movie would feel extremely shallow if you haven't seen WandaVision. You could say that. I think you would be out and out confused by parts of it, but you'd fill in the gaps enough to be like, hey, I don't know why this is that, but that it is for some reason, so that's probably why this is happening. But you won't understand any motivations. You won't understand who certain characters are. Yeah, I think it hurts it personally, just by a general movie metric. I think they've been fairly open that the movies and the shows we're going to tie in, like, it's all the same universe and everything. But I just think it's a mistake to make them that tied in. And I say that across multiple movies as well, it's just that it hasn't really been an issue yet. Yeah. Well, they tried to reference the movies a bunch in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but the movies never really attempted to do it back. But that was different, though, because the TV shows that came out prior to Disney Plus were kind of happening under a different creative leadership. So they didn't necessarily know exactly what was going on the other way, and the ones basically it was Kevin Feige was producing all the movies and it had nothing to do with the TV shows. Now he's doing the TV shows and the movies, so he's interconnecting them, and I think that's fine. Just in the same way that all the movies have been interconnecting, and that's been cool. But like, you can only go so, you can only do that so much before I think it becomes an issue. Especially, it's concerning just because with the amount of movies, like if somebody wanted to play catch up, even though some areas you could probably jump into without having seen the previous ones and then kind of go forward from there, like just like comics, like it's definitely possible, but I kind of feel like for a lot of people they know that it connects, and so they feel like they can't unless they go back and rewatch everything, and then that seems daunting. That's why it took me like 20 years to watch Star Trek, because it was intimidating to think about how much there was. I mean, they're always trying to do that, but like it's, I don't know. Like I said, you can connect them enough that it like fans are kind of rewarded by picking up on the connections and stuff. But it just sort of like if you're gonna use stuff from WandaVision, you kind of need to put some. You need to kind of cleverly recap the important stuff from WandaVision to make it all work, so that everybody is on the same page. You know. I liked it a lot. What'd you think, Billy? Quake? Is that a character? I don't know if I know who Quake is. Or at least not remembering. Daisy Johnson. Still not sure. Shit, I need more to go on than that. I don't know about Soon Centane, but I do want to do something from that. I just haven't decided what. I might have to wait till I end up watching it again, and I don't know if I'll see it again in theaters or if it's gonna have to wait till the Blu-ray comes out or something. But I was thinking while watching it that it would be fun to do something from this. I promised somebody who's with us tonight that I would do a certain something next week, and I'm gonna honor that for sure. Oh. Okay, yeah, I think I know which one you mean. I think I have heard that rumor as well, actually, yeah. I was a little okay. I had a mixed reaction to the bed thing as well, Billy. I kind of liked. I thought it was kind of a fun beat to end it on, but I felt like we jumped from the previous thing to that thing really fast, and then it was kind of just over, other than the post-credit scene. And there was something about that. I think maybe just on a pacing level that I wasn't crazy on as well. Can't quite put my finger on it though. I know it's a weird. I went with horror for tonight's theme. Uh, for the playlist, and this laughter one comes in all the time. It's more like something that you play on a porch for trick or treaters in Halloween. I hear ya. I hear ya. I too am exhausted, Centane. You probably missed when I was explaining that I was at a wedding last night. Didn't get home till had to drive back from Agassiz this morning. Got home at about noonish. Then hopped on a train and went and taught a class. Not my wedding, Santane. Yes, I was in I wasn't driving in the kilt. The kilts were returned to the rental place today, I think. No, rental kilt. From Tartan Town in Coquitlam. Yep. They play up the traditional Scotsmanship for the wedding of the Nova Scotian lad known as Brad Watson. What a festive occasion it was. Doctor Strange, I presume. You'll never know. A picture at some point may or may not surface to answer that question. I wouldn't prevent their Marilyn Monroe moments. It would just hypothetically censor the Marilyn Monroe moments. I don't have the picture sent in. The wedding photographer does. But I can guarantee you that once they have been made available, Brad will post them and I will be tagged. So Check your Facebook and local listings. Yeah, Centene's got me on her Facebook, I'm pretty sure. But not a lot has been posted yet, or at least not a lot involving me. Um, Bachelor party pictures were posted. Nothing too crazy there, though, unfortunately. And yeah, I think a couple pictures from the last few days. But not a ton yet, I don't think. Unless he's posted some since I last looked. I like that you kind of wrote that with a Scottish accent. Yeah, I've got Dylan. I have Dylan on Facebook. Do you guys remember in The Simpsons, if you watch The Simpsons at all? Homer tries to pretend to be Scottish. I can't remember why, but he's pretending to be Scottish while talking to Willie, who is clearly Scottish. And Willie's like excited to meet another Scotsman. He's like, "What part of Scotland are you from?" And Homer's trying to lie, and he's like, North Kilt Town. And Willie's like, "I'm from North Kilt Town." Oh, you mean Homer? Yeah. I can't really remember where it goes from there offhand. I think I'm gonna make this primarily a spot black inside the cape. But we will bite the bullet and do lots of inking along this way. Texture a little bit that we can see. Oh yeah? Just the live action ones or like all of them? I still need to watch Rebels and The Bad Batch. I am very excited for the Obi-Wan show though. That's the most excited for a Star Wars thing I've been in a while actually. Mo issue? You mean Mandalorian? Oh, the movies. Oh, okay, gotcha. Clone Wars is a very good show, but it is a lot of episodes to catch up on. Would be my only thing. I could easily watch them again because um, when I started watching them, there was a lot going on. I was pretty busy with a few different things that were distracting me, so it was really slow getting through them, and I ended up turning it into a drawing show. But it is a pretty, which some shows I can follow very well when I'm drawing. I talk about it all the time. But that one's a pretty visual show, so I kind of regretted making a drawing show. But because of the number of episodes, it'll probably be a while before I actually like give it another watch through. And I know there's like a list of like the most important episodes or whatever, but I'm kind of a completist. I probably wouldn't want to do the whole thing. Mandalorian's good. Boba Fett is worth watching if you like Mandalorian, but also a bit disappointing at the same time. But so excited for Obi-Wan. Like there is a lot of potential in that one. The last season of Clone Wars is really really good. I was very impressed with that. That one I watched at full attention because at that point it was only the one season that needed to be watched. Um, and I would definitely I would watch yeah, I get that a bit, Billy. I would watch Book of Boba Fett if you liked Mandalorian. Some of it is going to be. I thought the show was watchable enough because there was always some kind of fun, cool Star Warsy thing in it. But I was nitpicking story and pacing choices pretty constantly throughout. The last few episodes are the best, but there's there's kind of something about those last few episodes that's also annoying at the same time, even though they're good. But I can't really explain that without spoiling stuff, so I won't. Yeah, I know. I agree. I also agree with that, Chantal. I'm gonna be right back, guys. Gotta hydrate. Just gonna grab some water. Okay. Ugh. It was much needed water. Just general exhaustion. I actually didn't really drink that much at the wedding. I was saying earlier my inflammation thing that I'm dealing with in my chest that I talked about a few times on the stream kind of got aggravated, and I was worried the booze would hurt it, so I had to kind of refrain for most of the weekend. Um, but was very busy over the last few days and didn't have the chance to sleep much. And actually, I think you were here, Chantel, when I was talking about um, all the stuff that my roommate at uh, the venue was doing. The reason I didn't sleep. Pretty sure you were already here for that. I think I regaled you and JC with that. That's cool, Centane. And how's LaSalle going? LaSalle. Right, yeah, yeah. And farting. Don't forget the farting. The farting was also up there. Tried not to. Here's the thing, too. I will laugh at a fart joke way more than somebody of my age should. But there's a time and a place, and I was trying to sleep, goddammit, and these things just would not stop, and they're so freaking loud, too. Oh yeah? Why do you say that? What did this bastard teacher do? Yes, Chantel, actually exactly like that. It's like he was trying to speak, what is the language called? I think it's called flatulent, I think, actually, right? I speak flatulent. Jimbo. See what his face there. Oh, that's annoying. And did you draw it to his attention? Like, did he refuse to fix it, or? Flatula, okay. Uh, wait, which mark are we talking about, Chantal? Uh, that is really frustrating, Centene. I am sorry to hear that. Oh, master's degree in flashlight. Gotcha. Sometimes Twitch chat throws off comedic timing. Sorry, Centene. I don't think my schedule would allow that. No, Mike was his name. The roommate. Yeah. I've known Mike since ninth grade. But I think it's only the second time I've ever slept within earshot of him. We once went on a road trip and he slept on the floor of my studio apartment in East Van. And I think that's the only other time. I don't think I've ever gone camping with him or anything. Oh, no worries. Let's hear it, Billy. Did you just save a bunch of money on your car insurance by switching to Geico? That's exciting. Where at? Oh, cool. And what would you be doing at Mainframe? Is this the render farm? I think you mentioned that you applied for that. Or a render wrangler? Okay, cool. Well, good luck with that, Billy. And definitely let me how that goes. Let me know how that goes. Yeah. And how's the new car treating you, Chantal? assume that'll probably be pretty good in the snow. I don't know if you're aware of this, Chantel, but where you live, there's quite a bit of snow. Just a little fun fact for you, a little tidbit. I know geometry. I mean geography. It's a very specific question, Billy. I'm curious to know what the backstory of that question is, though, Billy, because why would you specifically be curious about that one? Oh, I gotcha. From the Barney movie. Of course. When does the new Jurassic World come out again, Billy? Am I right that it's June? Or is it sooner than that? By the way, the guy that got married, the wedding I was at, is Brad, the G4G guy. I'm wearing G4G short, Gaming for Guts. You guys likely seen me tag and stuff because I do art for his Crohn's Awareness Project website, Facebook page, and for the Gaming for Guts Twitch stream. Which raises money and awareness for Crohn's disease. Thank you, Centane. Great to see you as well. And good luck with the job hunt and LaSalle. And hopefully that Photoshop teacher doesn't drive you too nuts. I'll see you next time. Good night. I still haven't watched that. Maybe I might make a point of doing that before the new movie, though. I think Jurassic World's the next big blockbustery, popcorny kind of movie that is coming out that I'm excited about. I think it's the next one in line, but there might be something else in May that I'm forgetting. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna do some spot blacks, but we're gonna throw some more stuff in here. Stay tuned, we're not done. Centane left before I got to sing the inking song. So unfortunate. Ink, 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 ink. I have definitely heard of that as a side effect. Forgot about these other arms. You might call Doctor Strange a man of arms. Speaking of bad jokes, JC, are you still here? JC knocks the lurkers, but I feel like he evolves into a lurker most of the streams. Hey Jess, how have you been? Haven't seen you around these parts in a while. filling in the black areas, the spot blacks. I am going to add a little bit more around him, though. I do have some further intentions. But I thought I'd get this part fully done before I added that detail in. The intent with the stuff I'm adding is not crazy complicated, but will probably appear crazy complicated. That's what I'm going for. So am I. What have you been up to lately, Jess? In your post VFS life? I need to get back to She-Ra. Started it and fell off of it, not because I wasn't liking it, but just got sidetracked into something else and then never got back to it. That maybe that one. I'll use this one. Alright, extra stuff coming up. There are some bumps, but I'll fix those as they go. I might have asked you this before, Billy, but did you ever play the Jurassic Park game for Sega Genesis? Or they might have had the same one for SNES, I can't remember. Where you can play either as Grant or as a raptor. Jess, I missed your response earlier. You're a pottery technician now. Well, tell me more about that. I don't actually know if I've heard the term pottery technician. Like, is that like you're making pottery, like with the wheel and stuff? Or is it like mass producing pottery type stuff? Tell me more. Oh, shit. Another friend of mine actually just started a new Instagram for herself for doing clay work and stuff. Wants to start. Selling clay crafts and things. She's a pretty creative and crafty person. She's got some pretty cool stuff. Mark, you're here. Stop it! No spoilers, Mark, but have you seen Multiverse of Madness yet? Cool. Does that mean that you're running the machines, but you're not necessarily actually like making the pots, other than adding the glaze and stuff, or are you actually at the wheel and actually doing it? Maybe that's part that I misunderstood there. I just realized looking back at the message there again. Have you said anything, Mark, and I missed it? Mark is a teacher, yes, Chantal. Or are you talking about Jess? Jess is a foundation grad and a writing grad. Maybe she's teaching some pottery too. I don't know. Maybe, Jess, you can write a screenplay about a pottery technician. Maybe the writer of Ghost was a pottery technician, and that's where that scene came from. Ah, okay, gotcha. Holdo Stoppo. I'm gonna do this real quick. Oh, nice. Relaxing sounds like it could be good for you, Chantal, from things that you've told us. Oops. This track always makes me think of Blade Runner. It sounds very Blade Runner-y. Yeah, I can see that too. Well, I mean, Dune, same director as, well, if we're talking the new Dune, same director as the new Blade Runner. It, if no pressure, Jess, if you don't want to get too into it, but is your pilot comedy, drama, horror? Is it about a pottery wheel that comes to life and kills people? Mark, if you've been lurking the whole time, I'm surprised you haven't had anything to say about my recent kilt wearing escapades. Just occurred to me. Ah! Did you guys know, by the way, that there was a Doctor Strange made-for-TV movie in the 70s? And it is unfortunately not on YouTube, or I would have watched the shit out of it by now. But look it up. IMDb that shit. I'm not even sure if there's a trailer out for it or anything that you can watch, but I don't know if I've ever seen footage of it. I think I've seen a couple stills and that's it. Fair enough, Mark. But yeah, I was at a wedding yesterday and I wore a kilt. Pictures are on Facebook. that's fine though. Just rom com Pottery Slinger is also very cool. Oh really? Okay. There we go. Oh cool. Well, maybe I will watch it on Daily Motion one day then. Maybe, maybe. For as in Doctor Who. Somebody mentioned it on the weekend actually, but I forget who it was. But I still haven't watched. That's another one that I've been wanting to watch for a long time, but it feels a bit daunting because there's so much to get caught up on. Okay. How many seasons are there completely? Because even starting from season 9 and going forward is still quite a bit, isn't it? You know, I'm gonna improvise something that I wish I did sooner. Okay. It would probably end up being a drawing show similar to like the way I caught up on Star Trek finally, but I was able to follow Star Trek pretty well as a drawing show. Not that it's not worthy of full attention, but just like being realistic with how much time I need to devote to it. Multitasking makes it all feel a little bit more feasible. Oh, cool! I still haven't watched season 2. I forgot that I had it on there. I think I'm gonna do that pretty soon. I loved season 1. So we got shattered glass, eyeballs, and tentacles to round out this here image. Welcome back, JC. Yeah, I gotta get on that soon. I've been watching. I got Twilight Zone, like the original series, on Blu-ray for Christmas. Not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before that. And I've been kind of slowly working my way through it. It, of course, is an anthology show, not an ongoing story, so like it's easy to kind of put it down for a bit. And I really like the show, but I just got really distracted for a while there. And I'm kind of determined to finish it before I do another show. But I think Love, Death, and Robots is going to be the next one on the list for sure. I kind of have a bit more of an almost daily habit with Twilight Zone, so I'm going through it a lot faster now, and I'm more than halfway. So I'm hoping another month or two. At most. Hopefully not 2 months, actually. Now that I say that out loud. But who knows, I also might take a break from that and do Love, Death, and Robots first. At some point. Stranger things have happened. Fucked up the shape of this eye. This is one that I probably will color at some point in the hopefully not too distant future, and when I do, I'll probably like subdue all the background stuff. Like change the lines to purple or something so they're a bit more faded compared to Strange himself. God damn it, Mark. Okay, that might prompt me to go back to it for sure. Wow, really fucked that shape up. Chalk it up to my sleep deprivation. Okay, I was gonna ask if you'd seen it, but you already said you hadn't, right, Mark? Good night, Jess. Thanks for coming by. Always nice talking to you. And I want to read your pilot script one day, if I may be so lucky. All right, we're gonna toss a signature on here. Oh, wait, missed one. Probably mess around with this backdrop a bit more. Like, I'm fairly satisfied with it right now, just because it looks so busy, and that's kind of what I was going for. But I might do some drastic changes to it when I eventually actually go to color it. So let's throw a signature on here. We'll work it in here. And we're gonna call it a night, guys. I'm gonna go crash before my internal organs just start shutting down, because of the 4 hours of sleep that I'm running on right now. 4 hours. We'll round it up to 6 hours over the last 2 days. Thanks, JC. Thanks, Mark. And well, the night before last night, I don't think I barely slept at all. I got maybe 1-2 hours at most. So really feeling it now. So I gotta catch up on that. So have a good night, everybody. I'll be back on Thursday at my usual time. Gonna do something somewhat, thanks Billy, somewhat inspired by my weekend. And then another fan art one on Tuesday, which may or may not be something that I've been promising for the last couple weeks. Thanks, Chantel. Define hurt, Billy. I've definitely had it where I'm like so desperate to sleep, but the pressure to sleep almost makes it hard to sleep. I've had that. But yeah, anyway, guys, I gotta go. Have a good night, everybody. See you next time. Thanks for coming by.